Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna try and help you throw putters better. So, this is gonna be interesting because I don't know if this isn't scripted. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to explain this well enough for you guys to pick it up on video. So, I have 4 putters here. 3 of them are Lunas, and 1 is a Challenger OS. That's important. So, there are 2 types of putters, I believe, in theory for this video. So they're going to be putters that are very stable, and it doesn't really matter how you throw them. They will glide and they will hyzer out almost every time, unless you just, I don't know, do something. And then you have putters that you need a little more form to throw, like the Luna is a perfect example. So I am going to flip this camera around and bring it right here and show you this. So point a little more towards the So the hole is right there. Can't see it, straight ahead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this Challenger OS first. I'm gonna throw it flat, I'm gonna throw it straight at it, and I'm gonna throw it really hard, kind of like I'm throwing a driver. I threw that really flat and really hard, and it went really straight. Now, let me take my Luna and throw it on the exact same line that I just threw that on. It fluttered, if you couldn't see that. So it went straight for a little bit, and then it turned over and dug into the ground. Now most putters, I can throw pretty hard and pretty far, but I think this is going to be the case for most people trying to throw putters, it is a different way of throwing it. Unless you're throwing something like a Challenger OS and you can throw caution to the wind and this doesn't matter. But basically, some of these tips may change for how you throw. You may throw putters differently than I do. This is just kind of to help out people that throw kind of like I do or are just looking for some general tips. So, I power grip all my putters. The only time I don't power grip something is when I'm putting, and then I have my putting grip. But I power grip putters. Now, when I am going to throw, it's not that different from a normal backhand throw. And what I mean by that is I still bring the disc back, and I still bring it through, and I still throw it normally. But what I do when I throw a putter, specifically this Big Z Luna, is I don't bring it back all the way, I don't have a full extension, and when I pull through, I'm throwing it slightly nose up, if you can see that. So slightly nose up, slight hyzer, and then I don't snap my wrist like I'm throwing a driver. I don't fully snap. What I kind of do is as I'm pulling through, I just flare my wrist outward. And I know that can be confusing with snapping, but you'll know what I'm talking about. The flaring of the wrist is a movement that you're doing yourself. The snap is kind of something that happens naturally just when you're pulling through, but flaring your wrist is something that you kind of have to focus on. So slightly nose up, slight hyzer, flare your wrist. So now, let's try that again. Nice and gliding. Now the Big Z Lunas are kind of stable, so I could have thrown that a little harder, but the general principle is the same. So I'll do it one more time, maybe a little harder. Now the advantage that the Lunas have that the Challenger OS didn't is they have way more glide. So once you're able to be comfortable with the shot type, they will go a lot further than having to muscle something through. So try that out. Hopefully that helps, and I'll talk to you guys later.